Championship.
Tonight could be the night for Sasha Banks. She's been waiting so long for this opportunity, and tonight, the opportunity's knocking on her door.
Tonight could be the night Sasha finally realizes she is inferior to the Queen. One-on-one for the championship for the first time ever. Two long-time rivals.
These two women know each other so well. They're going to be able to meet each other at every single opportunity.
It's going to get gritty. It's going to get dirty, as we see from the opening bell. These two trying to out-muscle one another.
I don't know if that's a smart move from Sasha Banks.
Almost a slightly conservative approach. Neither one of these two want to make any early mistakes.
Can't afford to make any mistakes. And Charlotte backing Sasha into the corner.
Create a little bit of an opening here. Oh.
Banks out of the way. Banks with the roll-up, shoulders down on Charlotte, who kicks out.
Banks is going to have to do just that. Rely on her quickness.
Well, that just goes to show how evenly matched these two competitors are with the WWE Women's.
Cover by the challenger. And she lets her free. Popped up. Meteora. All the way up and around the world. Great athleticism from Banks.
Nice head scissors.
Hooked up. Back suplex. Straight jacket chin lock applied. Very nice. A surprising reversal from Sasha Banks. Nice right hand. Some early troubles for the Queen, but she's come back from tougher.
Yeah, but the boss has determination like few other competitors here in WWE. That could be trouble for Charlotte.
From the apron.
Axe handle finds the mark.
Banks delivering big-time offense.
And let's just hope Banks has enough stamina to pull through.
I'm so glad to be calling this match the first Raw of a new era. New GMs, new stars, new titles, and hopefully a new women's champ.
The new titles Renee alluded to includes the Cruiserweight Championship, but also the Universal Championship, which will be decided at SummerSlam. The question is, which of these two women will carry this title into the biggest party of the summer? Charlotte has been unstoppable for almost an entire year. She's been a champion here for 307 consecutive days. That's the longest reign since Trish Stratus held the previous women's championship.
Well, that just says it all, doesn't it, Cole? She won the Divas title last year, retired it at WrestleMania, won the women's championship the same night, and has been successfully defending it for a month. That is why she's the Queen.
She's got to remember to get back in the ring before the referee's 10 count. Wow.
There's a lot to be said of Charlotte's title dominance. As you guys mentioned, yes, she is currently the owner of the longest reign in over a decade, but reigns are meant to end, and the boss is the biggest threat yet.
Renee, you're the best because that's true. A decade ago, a young upstart by the name of Mickie James ended Trish's record reign and became legendary. Sasha can make history herself here tonight, too. Back inside the ring. I'm going to switch things up tonight and ask you, Corey, how does Sasha win the title tonight?
It'd be easier to answer for Charlotte's side, but you want me to answer the hard question and set the example for the other two? I get it. Banks needs to use every ounce of knowledge she has on Charlotte. She needs to use every counter, make zero mistakes, and somehow come close to a perfect match.
Running clothesline. I asked Corey before about Sasha Banks' path to victory. Now, Renee, how can Charlotte overcome the boss?
You have to frustrate Sasha Banks. The boss, she's extremely confident. You have to put a dent of doubt in that confidence, and maybe she'll make a mistake.
That is a great answer, Renee. Much better than Corey's.
Renee.
Yeah, you're right.
Popped up. Down.
Good grief.
Can I just point out how absurd it is that Sasha Banks has not had a one-on-one title opportunity until tonight? She's been here for 10 months.
Hey, Banks has had her chances. For example, she had a triple threat at WrestleMania where she failed to win the title. The women's roster here has never been bigger, and sometimes you have to seize an opportunity like a triple threat or a fatal four-way.
I should mention that WrestleMania match Corey's alluding to might very well have been won by the boss until Ric Flair got involved and kept Banks from taking part at the end of the match.
And she was a sore loser about it. No wonder she didn't get any opportunities after that.
Dangerous situation here, guys.
Downright treacherous.
Elbow right to the nose. Charlotte is feeling the desperation. The Queen is reeling.
It's a new era for Raw, but it might be the end of Charlotte's era as champion.
The boss is so close to her dream.
Renee, you and I were both there for the beginning of this relationship between Sasha Banks and Charlotte.
Yeah, we have, Graves. They've grown into the ring together. They've evolved together. Unfortunately, they've evolved into two different things.
And by that, you mean that Charlotte has evolved into a champion while Sasha has evolved into a egotistical loser.
Good one, Graves. Charlotte's found success and she's evolved into the dirtiest player in the game, much like her father. Meanwhile, Sasha's evolved into one of the most popular superstars in all of WWE.
Strong words from Banks earlier tonight as she claimed that Charlotte's been dodging her ever since both women set foot in WWE last year.
It's not a claim, Michael, it's a fact. In the last 10 months, these two have been in WWE. Charlotte has yet to face Sasha one-on-one before tonight. That's just absurd.
That's because Charlotte had plenty of other, more deserving challengers like Natalya and Paige. Those are women with accomplished WWE resumes.
And Sasha Banks now. What is the boss going to do?
She's
Charlotte
running
back
away.
to her feet. Oh, right hand.
Sasha's finally realized she's no match for Charlotte as she was climbing out of the ring and was about to jump over the barricade.
And now Charlotte's going to take advantage even more.
I don't quite see it that way, but nonetheless, Charlotte with a big boot to the face of Sasha, who's in trouble.
Charlotte's doing everything she can to keep the boss down. She knows that if Sasha keeps moving, that could be the advantage that Sasha has here tonight.
And now Charlotte mocking the boss. Charlotte just
That she doesn't belong.
Yeah, and all she did was fire Sasha up, who drives Charlotte into the apron spine first. And now Charlotte trying to create space and stay away from the boss.
Charlotte back in the ring.
Hey, wait a minute.
Sasha just threw the title to Dana Brooke.
Oh,
This looks familiar.
And the official caught Dana. Dana stormed to the locker room.
See you, bye, Dana, to the back.
Little lion cheating and stealing. This is a quick call.
Sasha Banks idolized Eddie Guerrero, the best to ever do that.
let this match be one-on-one.
Classic Latino heat, but will it pay off for the boss?
And the referee starts his 10 count, back in from the floor.
Dana Brooke has been sent to the back, and that changes the dynamics of this match drastically.
A calculated risk by Sasha Banks there. She could have gotten Charlotte disqualified with that trick, but have only earned a non-title win.
Banks knows that this is a big match, and the new GM wouldn't stand for a DQ finish. The boss read the situation perfectly.
We have seen such a physical match from these combatants, and the wear and tear is starting to show.
And now's the time where the smartest competitor needs to take advantage of the situation, needs to figure out the quickest way to end this.
Oh, my God.
Surfboard leg breaker.
I am so glad to see Sasha finally get her opportunity tonight. Charlotte's been hiding behind Dana Brooke, making the boss face her lackey with vague promises glimpses of opportunity.
Lackey. I want to make sure Dana Brooke knows what you said about her, Renee. Charlotte made Sasha fight Dana to prove herself. Then she made them face off again to make sure the first time wasn't a fluke. It was simple as that. That's not hiding.
I think we know what's coming up.
Knees to the gut. It's boss time, guys.
The momentum is clearly turned to her favor.
And again!
I want to clear the air about Dana Brooke's matches against Sasha Banks. The boss has already proven herself worthy. Either Charlotte wanted to soften Sasha up, or she wanted some up-close scouting. Either way, it's underhanded.
Nonetheless, Sasha has now earned this match as she's made Dana tap out 2 weeks ago and made Charlotte tap out last night.
Dangerous part of town here. Charlotte thwarting whatever plans Banks had for the moment. Now the queen.
Oh, yeah, Sasha's in a world of trouble now that Charlotte's come to meet her up on that top rope.
Look at this, just rifling off rights. The queen is about to end this. If this connects, it's game over for the boss.
Oh, my God! Banks hung up on the top rope and Charlotte in firm control.
There's no way Sasha recovers from that.
I don't know what Charlotte's got planned, but I don't think it's going to look good for Banks.
Oh no, what's the queen doing? Sasha Banks is hurt. Oh my. Oh no. Look out!
Moonsault! Incredible athleticism! Back now inside the ring.
Sasha Banks avoided that.
Charlotte!
This is it. Time to go to school.
Banks says not today.
Roll through. Oh, Sasha may have Charlotte where she wants her. Look at this!
Oh, Charlotte gonna tap.
Hang on, queen.
Look at the torque on Charlotte's back.
Oh, Charlotte using her long legs to get to the ropes, forcing the referee to break the hold, but the damage has been done. Well, both these women are absolutely spent, Corey. They have given it their all here tonight.
Both women trying to regroup, come up with a new plan that was so close for Sasha Banks.
Sasha struggling to try to get back to her feet. Charlotte as well.
Who can push through? Who can overcome?
Oh, backstabber! Backstatement! Charlotte's in trouble! What's Charlotte gonna do?
We got a new champion!
Here is your